And for more on how the immigration crackdown is affecting churches and how faith leaders are responding, we're joined by Alan Cross, lead pastor of Petaluma Valley Baptist Church in California. Alan, welcome. So just first off, tell us a little bit about your church, what you're seeing in your community in terms of illegal immigration, ICE raids, that kind of thing.
Right. Where we are, we're seeing some of that, not too much. Our church is diverse and ministers to the community. It is happening some here, but whenever it does happen, we're looking for ways that we can, just continue to hold out the gospel and to minister Christ to people. But I think more of what we've seen in California is in Southern California, down in the Central Valley and down towards Los Angeles.
Yeah. You say the church has a calling here to share the gospel with these immigrants. Tell us about that and how you're trying to get that message out.
Sure. I mean, immigrants are members of our churches, and the vast majority of immigrants are here legally. They came over years, and our churches are full of immigrants and refugees from people all across the world. That's across the nation. So when we talk about sharing the gospel, we aren't just even talking about ministering to people who aren't Christians. Many immigrants are Christians. They were Christians when they came, or they became Christians after they came here, and they're part of our churches. So when it comes to church ministry, we're really talking about our neighbors, church members, friends. And lots of times when we talk about immigration, the whole issue of legality comes up. But for the church, our primary role isn't about legal issues or border security or who comes or how many come. It's about welcoming people when they come to us as part of the church, and then integrating them in, sharing the gospel and discipling people. And I think we see churches doing that across the country. As this issue has grown with immigration enforcement, it does touch every community, and it does touch churches, either with people that are known in churches or people who attend. Perhaps you have family members that are being affected. And so I think that the local church, what I'm seeing across the country, is trying to lead with mercy and ministry to people, while at the same time there is a call to acknowledge the law, to respect authorities in Romans 13, to respect the law, and there is a desire for secure borders and for legal immigration to take place.
Yeah, how do Christians square that? You're kind of talking about the law and order side of things, and also, are the calling for all Christians to spread the gospel, to show love, to show kindness, to show Jesus to people. How should Christians think about that, Alan?
Right. I don't think those things are diametrically opposed. The government has a role to do in enforcing the law and like carrying out laws on the books, but part of those laws that we have do involve mercy. We have immigration laws, we have asylum laws, we have refugee laws that were enacted by Congress, and we have let people into the country based on humanitarian parole. We've let people in, persecuted Christians, other persecuted religious minorities have been allowed in. So all of that has happened according to law. There's been a shift and a change where quite a few of those people have had protections, or they were waiting for asylum hearings that came in under that premise that they would be able to have their case heard, or they were being integrated into churches. Now are seeing that switch, and they're not getting those days in court, or perhaps they're subject to deportation because of a change. I think churches who are leading with mercy and with ministry are often caught in the middle. When you see, there were immigration raids in Los Angeles. Some of the people that were arrested were Iranian Christians. This has been widely reported. Iranian Christian pastor was involved in that. And there's concern that when you deport those people back to Iran, they could be persecuted for their faith there. So it's trying to hold these things in tension. We want to see secure borders. We want to see the law enforced. We want rule of law to be equally applied everywhere, but we also want to extend mercy to people who are in desperate need. And I think that's how a lot of evangelicals are holding this in tension, to be aware of people who are in need and to extend that mercy if we can. And that's what I think a lot of pastors are calling for in the midst of this.
Okay. Pastor Alan Cross of Petaluma Valley Baptist Church in California, thank you so much. We appreciate your insights. Thank you.